Paul and Pam Velt are with me this morning. They are people who live in Merritt, BC, and they have a story to share with us this morning. Pam, it is Heather here. Paul, I really appreciate your being with us today.
Morning.
Thank you.
I just want to share your story. Let's go back to Monday morning, Pam. 7:30 in the morning. What did you wake up to?
The bottom field started to flood. My son and I were starting to sandbag, and it just got worse and worse, and we were driving through several feet of water, trying to sandbag and save everything we could.
Okay, just pause for just a second, Pam. Tell me about your property. Tell me what you were. So you're close to the river, starts to come up, and then tell me about what your property is.
So we live right on a river. We have a couple acres. We have barns, chicken coops, workshops, houses.
But at 7:30 in the morning, the water started to rise. We're looking at images of it now. This is pre. And the water, how fast did it go, Paul?
Oh, unbelievable. Crazy.
I mean,
It was like
sorry, go ahead, Pam.
it was like 1 minute we were sandbagging. I looked up and we were completely surrounded in water, and debris and things of our property were floating by us. Yeah, it was awful.
So we're looking at that. I'm seeing some of the debris going by. And were you at risk, Paul, for your own safety as this was coming up around you so quickly?
Not really.
Not personal safety. But you realized you had to get out of there quickly?
I know I was in trouble.
Yeah.
So
and there's nothing nobody could do.
Okay, so you're trying to sandbag. That's futile. And what did you do? Then you went to higher ground and to safety?
Yes.
Yeah, our house, we started to see that it started to erode underneath our house. So we grabbed what we could at the moment, and yeah, we got out.
So now we're looking at this video that your son took, and I know you were right there, Paul. And tell us what's happening in these pictures.
Which picture is that? I can't
Well, it's
see
the house.
it.
It's the house.
Oh, yeah, it just started collapsing. The front part that faced the river, the floor went. So I entered the house stupidly, and I looked down the stairs, and all I could see was river, and it was flowing. And then we saw a couch go by, and we go, well, don't need that anymore. And it just, yeah. And then a big crack.
And you got out. And then it went.
Oh, God, yeah.
You got out, and then it went. And then where did it go?
Gone. Just gone.
You watched your house float away?
It went under. The river just took it under and gone. Within seconds.
Watching that disappear in seconds, I mean, it wouldn't have even seemed real. Tell me,
No.
tell me about watching that in that moment for you.
I was just going to say, watching the video my son took, all our stuff that we've gathered in 20 odd years, some of our animals are in that house. It's all gone. But we're not the only ones. There's so many people out there that are in worse shape as us. But my son went down to the property. He got down there, and there's absolutely nothing left. I mean, the power of the river took our barn. Like, it's gone. Everything's gone except for a little small piece of a workshop. Our house foundation is gone, and yeah, it's terrible. I feel so strong for those poor people out there as well that have lost everything.
House is gone, the barn is gone, the farm operation, everything gone, although the livestock gone too, everything gone?
No, the horses that we were boarding, we'd already sent out. We got all our dogs out. We got most of our cats out. The chickens are gone. Yeah, but we're all safe.
But the three of you are safe. You were able to be
Yes.
safe.
Yes.
And in all of that, that's a blessing, I'm sure.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So where are you now? Where are we speaking to you now?
We're at my dad's house, just camped out here with 3 dogs, and he's been generous to let us stay. My son's been surfing because we've got 3 large animals that used to look after our property. So it's hard for 3 large dogs to go somewhere. And we've had people generously offer us clothes and food, and my husband's bosses are going to let us stay at a trailer on their property.
So you have a place to
Yeah.
go. I was wondering that.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about? What are you going to do? What are you going to do now?
Well, Merritt's basically shut down, so we're just relying on our family and friends to clothe us and feed us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've been thinking this morning, and even saying it this morning, that I think we are far away from your part of British Columbia. We don't have a real grasp on how serious this was. Is that a fair assessment? I mean, just help us understand what you just lived through.
Yeah, like it was devastating. I thought we were going to lose our lives trying to save our own property. And then it was like, we've lived through COVID, we've lived through the fires, and we'll live through this. But my son has gone down to the property and he's found our stuff is scattered everywhere. And we'll try and get some of the stuff back if we can.
And what other help do you need?
I don't know. We don't even know where we're going to be living after we stay at that trailer. And it's hard with people who have animals, for other people to take in. We just barely got them out.
Again, we're just looking at this picture, and you mentioned how long you'd been there. What did that place mean to you, Paul?
pardon?
What did that place mean to you?
Everything.
That was our retirement home. We had planted fruit trees, and that was going to be our retirement. I have been growing flowers in my greenhouse, and I started to sell those, and it's all gone now. Our trees are gone. Everything's gone. But we're okay.
Well, you've got each other. You've got your
Yes,
son.
Got our son.
It probably doesn't help right now, but I think you've got a lot of
We
well-wishers
have a lot of
across the
family
country,
and
a lot of
friends.
support sending your way, and I'm sure there will be help as well. But I just want to say we wish you well, and I thank you very much, because I think, Pam, you said something that was really important, like your story, as terrible as it is, and it is, this is something that families across the region, many of them are going to be experiencing, isn't it?
Absolutely. And our hearts go out to them as well.
Well, our hearts go out to you. We wish you well. As I said, we'll stay in touch. And thank you very much for telling about
you.
this. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Pam and Paul Velt from Merritt today.